Hi, Dick. So here's my next few questions. Basically, I've been going around in the middle of the night taking photos of performing artists and also any videography that they may need. I'm an all-round content creator, portrait specialist, but it doesn't mean that I can't do everything else. I can definitely do it. So photos and videos, and yeah, like somehow I'm getting sucked into the night scene, and this seems to be becoming my niche. Should I simply specialize in this niche and aggressively like only specialize this thing? Or should I have multiple niches that I specialize in? My concept is I would like to create focus. What would be your advice on specialization and finding niches? Should I just keep it as broad as I have, which is literally just every single type of photography on my page? It looks good, but it's also everything. Or should I double down on the night specialist? What would you do in this situation? Nightlife specialist? And then a second question. When you're running low on cash, or you know what I mean, when you're trying to generate money very quickly, what is the first thing you do? Is it corporate headshots? Is it what would be the easy money thing that you can do? Maybe not necessarily a lot of money, but what would be the easy money thing that you can do?
Okay, now, your question, yes. Niche, specializing, Simple answer is you specialize on a niche when you have so much of that damn work available that's basically, you can support everything else you want to do just on that. That's when you would really specialize on that. And when you go in on that niche, then it's sort of like, even your practice, you just practice that, you just focus on that one. You want to be as, learn every little extra little possible technique that you might need to know and all this kind of stuff. Then you really hone in on that. But basically, when you're starting out, you should just try a lot of things. Because, yeah, like you said, you've sort of found yourself going into this nightlife photography thing, You started out, wanting to do like portraits. Oh, but look, there's lots of opportunities in the nightlife. Okay. If that's gonna, if that's like gonna lead you towards, more work and this sort of a thing, then you might end up just like, oh, that's my niche, Or you can keep it general. It's totally personal. There's no rule on how you should do it. All right. But if you're going to do it, just try to be professional about it. Just, service. Okay. And always keep practicing. Always try to make your ability to create photos better. And then there's a whole other thing, which I'm not trying to go into, but it's like, developing your own style of things like that. Well, that completely comes out on its own, You don't try to develop your own style. You just like, you take photos and you just sort of like, oh, I kind of like it this way better, And then you just sort of, it's like a theme and you just sort of keep doing it that way. And when you've done enough photos and enough people have seen it, they're like, oh, I like that style. I like your style. And it's like, well, what style? It's just the way that you like to do it. All right. But the cool thing about, being an artist and photographer being an art, it's like, you can do it any way you want, really. There's really no laws to it. All right. There's really no rules to it. People say there are rules. F them. All right. There are no rules. You can do whatever style you want. It's why new music and new things like that, they're suddenly, oh, this is so fresh because it's different. All right. So there's nothing wrong with doing things differently. And don't be a textbook have to do it exactly by the rules, okay? When you're learning, yeah, try to just, following certain rules, help to keep you organized and understanding things, in a straight line and stuff like that. But once you've got your head around it and you've practiced it enough, the rules, man, do it your way, okay? So, and then, if, dude, niche, yeah, you might find, oh, I really like the nightlife. That's going to be my niche. Good, do it. Okay. As for fast money, and I don't know, dude, it's just like you promote, you get a job offer, you take it. Fast money in photography? I don't know. What you could just go on the street and, you know, offer someone photos for $5. That's fast money, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.